You ask what mindfulness means to me, and I uh, first would respond by saying it's being present for your life. It's so easy to miss out as we're distracted by things to do and thinking about the future and thinking about the past or lost in our fantasies. To be present for our life is um, honoring life with our attention, honoring the sacredness of life with our attention. And in that being present, it means not grasping at what's pleasant, not avoiding or pushing away what's unpleasant, not identifying with my experiences as being mine, taking ownership, but just having a non-judging awareness with that's knowing experience. And it turns out that seeing what's here without judging it, honoring it with our sacred attention, happens to be the way to freedom and awakening. As the Buddha said, there is one direct way to overcome sorrow, lamentation, and grief, despair, and realize the highest happiness, and that is the establishment of mindfulness. And I think he was right. So it leads to the deepest kind of freedom and connection and love. And that's something that we can share with others. What that means for me in my everyday life is as much as I can, I try to be here for my life, not as some kind of heavy duty assignment, oh, I've got to be mindful, but as a joyful connection with my life. And I make it like a game, just seeing how present I can be. And when I see I've gotten lost and caught up in my stories, um, after all these years, generally there's a place in me that senses when I've gotten caught or feeling contracted in my mind that says, wait, there's another way here. And I am grateful that I can come back to that place of home and realize that anything that's catching me in fear or confusion is just a mental fabrication. And when I can remember it, I say, oh, mental fabrication. And I come back to seeing what's really here so I can respond in as wise and loving a way as I can. Because for me, when I'm truly present and my mind isn't getting in the way, what naturally shines out is love and caring and joy and clarity. So it's just coming back to this place that's here and just seeing things clearly instead of having it obscured by my mind. And that's just a wonderful way to live that I've found. I'm very grateful for it. You ask what a more mindful society would look like. Um, as a friend of mine says, we're in a race between fear and consciousness right now. And that consciousness awakening holds the key if we're going to move in that direction of sustainability and equity in sharing these resources and seeing humanity as a steward for the planet, not the dominating force. And so I see mindfulness and those who share mindfulness as having a very key piece, a very key role in this awakening, that we are ambassadors of this awakening consciousness, and it doesn't belong to anyone. The way I see it is, it's just life using us all in a skillful way. As I was sharing with you a little while ago, this is the moment we were born for, as one of my inspirations says. And the planet is asking of us to develop our deepest understanding and love and share it with others and develop as many agents of consciousness as we can, because it's contagious. Just as fear is contagious, so is love and clarity and wisdom. And so we are blessed to be in a position that we can awaken that in others and help them do the same as it ripples out. So how can organizations that support mindfulness um, be helpful and play a meaningful part? I think this is crucial right now. As the Buddha said very famously, spiritual friends is not just half the holy life, it's the whole of the holy life. And what we need now are is a feeling of connection and support, that we're all doing this together, that we're part of something much bigger than what we individually can offer, that there's a kind of synergy when we're part of a greater movement of consciousness that we can be uplifted by and contribute to. And in that way, um, there's a kind of field of consciousness. And it all depends on how aligned we are, because as we all know, uh, people with a similar perspective doesn't necessarily mean that they're aligned in their interpersonal dynamics. But when that is aligned and we all have a common vision, we all have a common purpose, and we all appreciate that we're serving something much bigger than us, then magic can happen. And then it's not about any one of us doing what we do, but about life using this field of consciousness through us that we are so fortunate to be a part of. What an amazing opportunity and gift that can happen when we come together and share in that shared vision. My name is James Baraz, and it's a pleasure to support the Association of Mindfulness in uh, Austria and Germany and Switzerland. And I'm honored to be an honorary member. And I think this is something very important and special that you're all doing. And so I'm cheering you on with all the love and encouragement in my heart.